Hey everybody, this is Richard, and today I wanted to do a video showing you why would anyone want to use the Elite Trader. I'm going to give you 5 different reasons. One of them is for account growth. I'm going to show you in the back-tested report how we saw an account grow from basically 35K to about 993K between 2017 and basically February of 2023. I'm going to show you how the advantage of automated trading, where you don't really have to stare at the charts and wait for patterns to develop, that this is fully automated, 100% no experience needed kind of trading. I'm going to show you another reason why would be to minimize emotions. If you're a trader now with an algo, you just don't have to battle fear and greed anymore. There's also the 4th reason would be there's a very high win rate. So again, in the backtested report, it shows that for any given rolling 3-month period, it actually has an 89% chance of being profitable, which is pretty high. And then the last one is just that there's a very high monthly PL potential. So between 2017 and 2023, again, the average return each month per unit traded in the backtested account was about $2,387. So it has a pretty high average gain per month. So those are the reasons, but let's just jump into it and look at each one of these one by one. Now before I do that though, let me go over the risk disclosure. You can pause the screen and read it, but basically keep in mind that trading futures and options involves substantial risk of loss. It's definitely not appropriate for all investors. Remember, I'm not a CTA. I'm what's called a third-party developer, so we offer the algorithms to be traded under what's called the letter of direction. Also, finally, past performance is not indicative of future performance. And then on the bottom, you're going to see the CFTC rule 4.41, and that definitely applies to all the data that I'm showing you today. Okay, so going back to the first question, why would anyone use the Elite Trader? The first answer is because of account growth. And I'm going to show you here in this equity curve. So the Elite Trader does trade these 5 different strategies concurrently. It trades the day trade long V1, the V2, the Emerald day trade long, Emerald day trade short, and the Geronimo long algo. And when you put all those together, it has a really solid equity curve. So this is just a $35,000 starting hypothetical account. And this is non-compounded, what you see right here. But then, now the next slide I show you though is going to show you how kind of the effect of compounding the returns on this algorithm. Okay, and so here's the chart of the compounded returns. Now this one has a max unit of 8. So when it hits 8 units, it just stays at 8. But it begins at 1 with that $35,000 account. And you can see here that the light orange shows the number of units traded, where the dark orange shows kind of the hypothetical account balance. So this is one reason that someone would use it. Just having the ability to grow an account from 35K to almost $1 million is pretty impressive. And that's of course compounded, and there's a lot of disclaimers that are attached with that, but this is all taken from actual back-tested reports. So let's look at the next reason why someone might use the Elite Trader. Now that would be, I combine these two together. It's automated trading and also minimizing your emotion. So remember that with algo trading, there's a program that describes all of the trades that are placed. So because it's defined in an algorithm in code, it's actually really easy to automate it, and that's actually what we do. So now you don't have to stare at a chart all day waiting for a tradable pattern. You just let it run, and it's all done on the broker server. So you're just able to watch with the Gain iBroker app, but you don't have to watch it. You don't have to have your own server running it. It just runs on the broker server, so it's fully automated trading. Now the next reason is to minimize your emotions. Anyone that's traded knows how much of an emotional toll trading can take on you. I mean, you're constantly looking at a chart, constantly thinking, should I buy, should I get out, should I get back in? And you kind of battle fear and greed, and it can be pretty intense. So with the Elite Trader and all the algorithms that we offer on the site, actually, these are pretty big advantages to why you would use the Elite Trader. Okay, the next reason why is it just has a really high win rate on any given rolling period, whether you look at a 3-month, 6-month, or 12-month, or even the 1 month. But that's what this is showing here. So really all I'm doing here is I'm showing from January to March of 2023, January 2017 all the way through March. I'm just showing the 1 month profit loss, and this again is non-compounded. So this just shows every month how much the algorithm would have made. And then it shows the 1 month profit or loss based on that kind of $35,000 account size. Then what I do, and so I put all that data, I just take the average, which is about 6.78% per month, that's over here, and then I take the average positive returns, what's the worst return that we had and the best return for the 1 month. Then what I do is I do the rolling. So what this is intended to do is show you if you traded this thing for 3 months, what on average might you be able to see as far as the returns go. And what this shows is that the average profit or loss is about 20%. And this is pretty stunning, and this is one reason why you might use it, is it has a really high positive return rate. And so in any given 3-month period, based on the back test at least, this thing is profitable 90% of the time. And so, and if you look at this chart, you actually see just a handful of times that it's negative. You see, as of June 17th, if somebody started kind of at the start of April 2017 and then traded May and June, their return would have been -7. I think that's a 39% maybe, but that would have been a losing 3-month period. So it's possible, but it's pretty unlikely. It only happens about 10% of the time in essence. All right, so so that's another reason. And by the way, if you go to 6 months, so if you started and you said, all right, I'm going to give it a shot for 3 months, there's a real high chance that you're going to be profitable in that period. And if you say, I'm going to give it a shot for 6 months or 12 months, there's even a higher percent. In fact, in this back test, there is no place where you don't have a positive return after using the algorithm for 6 months. So it's a pretty good case on why someone would want to use this. Now, the last reason I'll give is the high average gain per month. So all I'm doing here is I'm just showing between January 2017 and January 2019 what the average return was each month. And you can see that there's definitely way more profitable months than not profitable. There's also the higher gains are also pretty clear to see. I mean, you see in January 2019, the returns were 11,550 per unit traded, and that's a 35K account. So that's a pretty stunning return, where the most, kind of the biggest losing month that we see here is probably in June of 2017, where we lost about almost $2,000. But you can see that the majority of the months are winning, and they tend to be way higher than the losing months. So that's just 2017 to 2019. Let's look at kind of the next period moving forward. So now we're looking at February 2019 to March 2021. And so again, you see the same thing, and you can pause the screen and look at it to see a little bit more clearly, but you'll see that we did have some bigger losing months here, but notice how we had a lot more kind of up months as well with pretty remarkable returns. And so here you see the returns from April 2021 through February 2023. And so you can pause the screen and look at it closer, but notice how we have a lot more really big up months as well. So that's another reason why you would use the Elite Trader, because of the high average gain per month. Now, getting started is actually really easy. All you have to do is you pick a trading system, and that could be the Elite Trader or the Paladin. I'm showing you the Elite Trader right now because it's probably the best kind of futures system that we have that doesn't use options. Now, the way to get started is pretty easy. You pick a system, and so in this case, you would pick the Elite Trader. You decide on the broker as well that you want to use, and we have a few different ones that you can choose from. You open and fund the trading account. That's your money. We don't ever touch it. And then you begin trading. And at that point, you also get the Gain iBroker app so that you can follow along in real time. But I think I'll end with the risk disclosure again. Just remember that trading futures it really does involve substantial risk of loss. It's not appropriate for everyone. Keep in mind too that the CFTC Rule 4.41, where we talk about results that are based on hypothetical performance reports. That's all I got though. So if you have any questions, reach out to me. You can get me at sales@algorithmictrading.net or richard@algorithmictrading.net. You can also fill out a form on the website. You can call the 1-800 number that we have, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have and help you get started. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.